guys, what's up? It is Kat and welcome back to another video. So today it is definitely going to be a very different video and we're going to see how this goes because like I said, it's going to be a different video. Today I am going to be doing a response video to Richard Denny's My Issues with Booktube, and I have a thing of notes because I have a page of notes and points that I kind of want to get to from his video, and my own points as well that I want to get to with the whole My Issues with Booktube and everything. Just so you guys know, this is a discussion video and you guys can take it how you want it. I am not telling you how to run your life. I'm not telling you how to run your channel. I am not telling you to change anything about you, but these are my personal issues with Booktube and what I definitely agreed with Richard Denny and his video with My Issues with Booktube. So I guess let's just get started and let's get to these points that I want to talk about. So one of the biggest things that he talked about that I really, truly, absolutely agreed with was when booktubers reach 1K and then all of a sudden they start acting like they're the shit. And I'm sorry, this pisses me off more than anything in the world. Congratulations, you made it to 1K. You aren't a famous person though. You're a booktuber. You talk about books. And it pisses me off because I had booktube friends. I had really great booktube friends and we were such good friends, but the moment that they hit 1K, I literally just became their audience. I was their audience because I didn't have 1K. I became their audience and I didn't matter anymore, even though we were friends before. So that really upset me, and I hope to all goodness graciousness in the world that when I get to 1K, and if I ever do, and if I don't, that's perfectly okay, but if I ever do in my lifetime, I hope that I don't ever act like that, because that just really, really, really upsets me. And that leads me to point number 2. When booktubers, or really anyone, calls their viewer fans, I'm not your fan. I don't want to be considered your fan. I don't want that. I want to be considered your friend or your family, and if I have ever done that in any of my videos, just so you know, I consider you guys family. I consider you guys my friends. I do not consider you my fan, and it is kind of offensive when the booktuber calls their viewers their fans. Now, if it was the fan or the viewer that was calling themselves, like, I'm your biggest fan and everything, that's okay, but I think it's kind of disrespectful to call your viewers fans. Like I said, you're not a famous singer, you're not a famous movie star. I don't like the word fan in general. I prefer friends or family, and so that's what I try to incorporate in my videos. I know I don't always do that. I try to say viewer then if I want to go about that route, but even then I don't like the word viewer either, and so I try to use friends or family because you guys are my friends, you guys are my family, and I don't want that to change. It is how it is. I would never consider you guys my fans because I feel like that makes you beneath me, and you aren't beneath me. My next biggest issue that I've had with Booktube, and this was another issue that Richard Denny brought up on his channel, and that is the TBR of shame. What the hell, people? You should never be ashamed of how many books are on your shelf. The books are there. They're books. You're supposed to have fun when you're reading. You're supposed to have a great time when you're reading. So it upsets me a lot when people get on the camera and they cry about how they have so many books on their TBR shelf, and they're ashamed because of the fact that they bought more books and they're just adding to their TBR shelf. I used to do this. I know I used to do it because I pretty much said it in a video once. I said exactly what I'm saying now. But over the past few months, I've been realizing I should not be ashamed of how many books are on my shelf. There are so many people in this world that don't have books, and so I shouldn't be complaining about the fact that there's books on my shelf that I can actually read. And it just upsets me nowadays when people cry over the fact that they have so many books on their shelves. I don't care. People don't care about that, but at the same time, by broadcasting this video about, oh my god, I have so many books, it's so bad to have so many books on your TBR shelf, you're literally shaming people because of the fact that then they're going to start feeling like they should be reading more and that they should be tackling their TBR shelf every single month. Reading is supposed to be fun, and I'm trying to completely get away from this idea of TBR and even I'm actually getting rid of my TBR jar in general. Don't make people feel ashamed for having a bunch of books on their shelves because of the fact that they haven't gotten to reading them. There's so many reasons why they haven't read the book yet. And so I guess it also kind of wraps up with my next thing that I personally think is shameful reading. And shameful reading is pretty much when you watch all these videos and these people are reading 9 to 10 books a month and then you feel like you're a disgrace because you've only read 2. Well, guess what, guys? In September, I've only read 1 book and I just don't care anymore. I am a busy college student. I'm reading books up the wazoo already as it is for my English classes, and so it's hard for me to read. So I honestly don't care. When did reading become such a competition between all of us? When did reading become a competition where we had to best the next person next to us? When did we decide that, oh, we needed to read 10 books? Who gave a number? Who gave a number to reading a certain amount of X amount of books a month? So shameful reading, I absolutely hate, and it's something I'm coming to terms with because I do have a busy lifestyle. I know I used to bring myself down every single month when I'm like, oh, I've only read 2 books this month, or oh, you know, I didn't read as many books as that person. That must make me a bad booktuber. Booktube has made reading into a job. It's made reading into a chore. And reading isn't a chore, it's a hobby. It's supposed to be something fun. So the last thing that I kind of wanted to talk about is this whole thing of big booktubers versus small booktubers, and this kind of really frustrates me. I guess I'd be considered a small booktuber, and so it upsets me when people compare themselves to the big booktubers and how these big booktubers are kind of a cult. If you're not part of that cult, then you're not really part of that group. It's what I'm actually kind of saying is that booktubing is not a community anymore. I've noticed it within the last year that I've been here that when I did start booktubing, it felt like a community. It felt like everyone was together in it. But now it feels like it's different sections. Like, as in, everyone's split up. You have the big two booktubers and then their cults. But then you also have small booktubers, and then each of them have their own little cult and everything. And it's like, what happened to the community? Where's the community? Where we all are sharing our love for books? You have a segregation between big booktubers and small booktubers, but then you also have a segregation between all the small booktubers as well. Alright guys, so literally that's all I have to talk about with the response to Richard Denny's video, My Issues with Booktube. These are my issues with Booktube, and I added in my own little tidbits like I said. Like I said before, I'm not going to block the comments below. I really honestly want to hear what you say. If you want to bitch me out for everything that I've said, then so be it. I will accept it. I'm not going to freaking take down the comments because this is a discussion video, and if you want to yell at me, get angry at me, that's your own thing. I'm cool with it. That's what you want to do. I'm so willing to have a conversation with all of you. I think completely understand if people don't agree with everything that I just said. I completely get it. I have my own opinion and everyone else has their own opinions, and my own opinion is not superior to anyone else's. These are just my thoughts and my opinions on the whole booktubing community and where it's going. So like I said, leave your comments below. I want to hear all of them. I don't want to just hear the good ones. I also kind of want to hear the bad ones. So if you disagree with me, just let me know. I will respond to you. I'm not going to ignore you. I wouldn't ignore you because you are my family and you are my friends, and so I'm not going to ignore you. So definitely leave your comments below. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, and also remember to subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'll see you guys at my next video. Bye!